Okay. What's up, everybody? Sorry about that. That was a nightmare. I got everything fixed. I went and bought a desktop switch up over here, and we should be good now. Everything should be fine. If it crashes again or if internet goes out this time, I'm just gonna go home. That would mean that this is not for me. So let's see. Okay, that's fine. Let's try to figure out what IP address this thing's under. I'm pretty sure that is a... It's a printer. Docker internal. Hey, what's up? Me? Not me. You are gay, Thomas. What the fuck is this thing? Four, 4, 3. Oh, it's an IP phone. Okay. What's a phone? So let's go ahead and make a server and just listen. Have it listen. What's my IP? There it is. And then let's just connect to the fucking server and see if we can do that. Can I put it on port 80? Looks like it. Okay, cool. Alright, let's connect to this shit real quick. Let's see if we can. There it is. 7080. Okay. HL server config. Let's edit this one. Let's do that one instead. I want to see the server config bullshit. Let's do 511. There we go. Then one on two. Sure, they're deploying Raspberry Pis. We had somebody that asked if we could host them, so we said yes. And you know, 119. Okay. Accept. Net config. CMS. Okay. Net config is that. Okay. Exit. Okay. Let's run this. Let's turn this thing back on. Oh shit, it's already sending data? Yo, what the fuck? There's no fucking way. Okay. It's obviously fucking encoded. Dude, I literally just wrote a fucking script to run it, and then now it's sending the data back. Here, I'm gonna make sure that it's this. So I'm gonna turn this off. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Okay, let's turn it back on. That was highly unexpected. Highly fucking unexpected. I didn't actually expect it to do that. Okay, so it's coming on. Wait for it to come on. It's initializing, system initializing, Wi-Fi initializing. Okay, it's on. Alright. So it stopped sending data. Why is it not sending data anymore? Port 511, 192, 1681, 119. Is that still my IP? Let's see. It shouldn't have changed. Yeah, that's my IP still. Okay. Okay. Okay, so why the fuck isn't it sending data anymore? Here, let's get into that VPS, the IONS VPS real quick. And do it that way. Sign in. Okay. And let's go to our servers. Okay. Alright. Alright, we got our VPS up. Okay. Alright, let's let that run, and let's change the server IP to that IP real quick. And let me go back. The VPS is running, yes, it's right there. So let me change my server let me change the server IP to this real quick and see what I can find. Alright, let's do what is it? Point. Right. Okay. Exit. Okay, so it was just sending data, but now it's not sending data anymore. Why? Why isn't it sending any more data? We clearly saw it sending fucking data. So where's the data at now? Is it because I edited the CMS? Okay. Net config. Let's get bundle for raw test. I didn't even think of that, to be honest with you. Exits. Exits. Net config. CMS. Wire. Do local net number 5. What does local net do again? Hang on. The physical bed number of the monitor. Okay, let's do local net number 1. There we go. Exits. And exits. And exits. So why isn't it sending any more data out? You can set the local IP address. When the net type is custom. Hey, what's up? Confirm. Okay. So, net config. Helps on. Alright, let's see if I can get to this fucking thing real quick. I think I know what the problem is. Stop. Hey, still. Hang on. I have to edit the IP address. Let's see if I can get to it. Exits. Exits. Why the fuck isn't it working? Fuck it. That's not working either. Whatever. I don't know why that's not working. We literally just saw it happen. So what the fuck? Okay, let's edit that again. Okay, 192. Let's make sure that I can get to this one too.
If you love iPhone, you'll love Apple.
Yeah, this one works.
It comes
Okay.
with the privacy and security you expect from Apple. Plus, you earn up to 3% daily cash back on every
168.
purchase, which can automatically earn interest when you open a high-yield savings account through Apple Card. Apply for Apple Card in the Wallet app. Subject to credit approval. Savings is available to Apple Card owners subject to eligibility. Apple Card and Savings by Goldman Sachs Bank USA Salt Lake City branch. Member FDIC. Terms and more at applecard.com.
They're probably blocking access to it from the fucking... Okay. So, where's all the fucking patient data? Why was it just sending it and now it's not sending it? That's the real question. It was just sending it out and now it's not. And I don't know why. So, we're gonna go ahead and edit the patient. Save. Exits. What the fuck? Why isn't it doing anything now? So... Does it only do it at startup, or does it only do it when... How do I force it to send data? That's the real question. Alright. Come on. Do something. Maybe I should leave it and let it run overnight and see if it sends the data to it. I wonder if that would work. Just do a 24-hour stream and just let it send the data and see if it sends anything. That might work, actually. Because why is it not sending anything now? It doesn't make any sense. Here, Let me look at the stream real quick. I want to see that data that it was sending, so I can rebuild it. And just let it send the data and see if it sends anything. Okay. Let's go back to ZenMap, because it was 176, if I remember correctly. Or 171. Okay. So will it, like, eventually send data back, or? Did I, like, just catch it at the right time for it to send data, or what happened? Okay, there it is. It's 171. That's right. Okay. 7. 192.168.171. It has. One nine two one one six eight. That is the right monitor. Yo, what the fuck is going on here? What if it recognized I'm trying? I don't fucking know, dude. That was weird. I'm looking at the stream. I got a connection from 192.168.1.171. So let's fucking check that out real quick. Let's check out that connection real quick. Scan. It's not online. Okay. The fuck, dude? Is this still the right IP? Ethernet 3. Yeah, that's my IP. Okay. 511. Yup. Exits. Then that config. Okay. Can I reset it to default or some shit? Rest. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to fucking figure out. Default. Okay. I reset it to default. Now, let's edit this again. Okay. Local IP config. Use the following IP address. Now, I want to use DHCP. Exit. There we go. Exit. Shell server 192. Exit. Okay. Exit. Exit. Okay, so send data back. Why isn't it fucking sending anything anymore? Alright, let me... Alright, let's look for this fucking thing again. Doesn't make any sense. Why is it not sending data back? It literally was just sending data, so what stopped? Okay. Wait, I think that's it. That's me. Okay. And this has to be it. No, that's not it. Is it? This is a printer, right? Yes, that's a printer. This is an IP phone. This is an IP phone. Is this it? That's an IP phone too. So then what the fuck is this? This is also an IP phone? Okay. Those are IP phones. Dude, what the fuck? Why can't I find it now? And it's not sending any more data back either. Of course it's not. Why would it be, right? That'd be way too fucking simple. Let's try, now that it's been sitting for a minute, let's edit the key again. Alright, now system set up. What if I did a demo? Emergency start. What the fuck are you talking about? Bro, go somewhere else. Okay, here it comes. Hang on, I'm trying to watch the video so that I can get the... there it is. Alright, so there's the data. Let's grab that image. Let's grab it from... Done. Save it. Okay. Now, let me send that to myself real quick. Hang on. Let's look at that picture. Send. Okay. Alright, now. Save image. Send data. Okay. So here's the data that was sent. Wait, why am I... Oh, don't save. Okay, here's the sent data. I'm gonna wonder if ChatGPT can extract the shit out of this. Let's see. It's not a clear enough picture, is it? I don't think it's a clear enough picture. I gotta get a different picture. I don't think that's right. Let's do it again. Come on, dumbass me. Fix this shit. There we go. That's a better picture. send that to me. Hang on. Okay. Extract. There, that's better. Okay. Um, Alright. So, if we can get this data actually extracted correctly, we can probably... We'll probably re-fucking structure it. Or restructure it somehow and figure it out from there, to be honest with you. We could probably do something similar. Okay, ICA. Here, let me edit this real quick. So I can extract just certain data that I want. Okay, crop it. Save. Is that the one I want?
You gotta hear about this. Go from
And I
idea
want
to illustration
this
faster
one.
with generative AI in Adobe Illustrator. Generate custom graphics, create seamless patterns, and instantly fill shapes with detail and color. Try Illustrator today. You won't be sorry.
There we go. Okay. So, we got the data extracting. That should be good. ChatGPT is actually decent at extracting data, so. Oh shit. Okay. Here's a short picture. Each segment has 3 characters. I'm going to call segment ID. Segment ID describe what information. PID, patient, EVN, PV1. Okay. Presence of OBX, PID, RU, PBH, yes. No, I'll do it. Okay. That's the timestamp. ORU means what? Seven. Transform segment. Yes. Sure. I don't know what the fuck you're asking. Def 99 is the patient bed. So it sent this data back. I can't get it to send more data. I don't know why, but it did send data back. And right now, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck this data is. I figured out that it's HL7 formatting. Python library to parse, handle, and create. Oh shit. Okay. So it is definitely. Hang on. I'm pretty sure I need to figure out how to fucking get this to send shit back. I'm gonna grab the other one, and we're gonna try that one. We have one more to play with, so I'm gonna grab that one real quick, and we're gonna try that one. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn this fucking thing on. The only thing we're gonna do is we're gonna edit the HL7 IP address, and then we're just gonna let it do its thing, and we're gonna see what happens. So let's do that. Let's let it load. Okay. And that config will be custom contain IP from here and exit, 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 exit. Okay, this thing's brand fucking new. So if it's gonna send anything, it's gonna send it here. Your opinion was the worst thing. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. I mean, considering it connects to the local network, you could probably use it as a jump box, I guess, but I don't know if it would work. 2.1. Exit that. Exit that. Send me data. I mean, I guess theoretically you could use it as a jump box, maybe. Doesn't really taking patient data, like patient data is worth a lot of money, I guess. So you could do that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. I have no idea. Why do threat actors do anything? Okay. So report 511 still fucking running. Let's make a secondary one of these. Where's the... It says I have a network configuration. Set the frequency of data setting. There is no sending interval. Let's do point. So now the server IP is fixed. Shall require device as an interface for Wi-Fi network mode access. CMS or custom. Let's do it from there. Okay. Then 120. HL7 configuration. Okay, well, it's in the fucking thing, so why are they freaking out about it being a backdoor or some shit? So all this data is in there. All the information for HL7 in the user manual. Nothing on this network block is open. So for basic, like, DNS responses. Hmm. Default HL7 port 511. So what I'm thinking, okay, so here's what I think. So all the data is in the pamphlet. What they're doing is they're sending the HL7 data back to them, which, I mean, yeah, of course. And they're using the patient data for probably whatever the fuck they're using it for. But the thing is, it's all built in by default, and it's all in the pamphlet. It's all in the manual. So people most likely are not going to check the HL7 fucking config and all that shit, right? So the I don't know why they're saying it's a backdoor though. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to fucking check out the actual NAND chip for the backdoor, but I have to get my adapters first for that. But so the data is all the information is in the manual. It's all in there. Here, let me find it in the actual manual. How about that? What page? Page 28. On page 28. Alright. There's 20. Yep, it's right here in the manual. Network configuration. Right fucking here. Here. Right fucking there. So, all the data is in the manual. All the information is in here. There's the password. Function set 1 is default. 120 is right there. 119 is right there. The only ones that I've found that are not in here is 115 and 110. Not in user manual. Not in user manual. Okay, so we have two that are not in the manual. 115 and 110. So those two are the only ones that aren't in the manual. The rest of them are. So until I extract the firmware, really, my verdict of this is that, because here, let's look at the where's the fucking actual, is this it? No, this is it. Okay. Yes, this data is real. This really did get sent. Patient monitor transmitted using port 515. This is 119, I believe. It doesn't transmit using 515. So it says if I put all the shit on it, it'll fucking start working. So fuck it. Let's see what happens when I put all the shit on it. Fuck it. Let's see what happens. Okay, now let's turn it on. Turn it off. Turn this bitch back on. It says it immediately started streaming after you connected everything. ECG monitor. Successfully connected to the simulated IP address. Immediately begin streaming patient data address. Okay, well it's on, and nothing's fucking happening. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got the data. We have patient data coming back. Okay, so patient data really does come back. We really will get patient data. And it'll beep at us until we fucking fix something, I guess. So, that's a real thing. That really happens. Which is pretty cool. So now we just have to... So now we know how to do it. So, that's good. Let's take the last part. This. And let's extract it and edit that. How long is it gonna fucking beep at me for is the real question. I'm just gonna turn it off. Okay. Tell me this data is. Health, yeah. Okay, so there's the MSH thing. I believe these are all the way down to here I think this is all one portion of data. So let me put it all together real quick. I believe that this is all just a single portion. Okay. And this. There like that. Okay, and then this is another portion of the same data. Well, not the same data, but you know what I mean. It's another string from that. I'm just not accepting enough data, basically. Is what it seems like. Okay, there's the fucking strings right there. That's the data. That's what it is. Right there, that's... So this is the start of the protocol, as you saw in here. MSH. Timestamp. There's no sending app. ADT. Okay, so /x0b. Then /that, yep. Sending app, sending fact, receiving app, receiving fact. Timestamp. Okay. No ADT. OR1. Okay, so this is the information. This is correct info. Yes, this is real. This was what's on the fucking thing. So it does send the data back. So the point of this whole thing is that this data is sent to China. That's what everybody's freaking out about. So it really is. It really is sent to China. The original IP is in China. Here, I'll find you the original IP. The 120 IP is right here. China Education and Research Network. So what I'm assuming is they're using the data for probably education and research, because it's fucking China. Why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? So, please indicate the start of an HL7. Patient identification, patient ID, name, birth date, observation data, OBV, test results or observations, pleth, likely contain data, additional patient readings or waveform data. It's probably from a patient monitoring system and diagnostic report. Yeah, this is, it's sending data back. That's all there is to it. It really is. It sends data to China. Now, why is a difference. Now, why is it sending it to China is a different story. I'm assuming it's just because that's the default and nobody's going to change it. Nobody's going to change it from the default. Now we have to look at the firmware and shit, so I have to wait till I get my fucking stuff back. But let's check out this base64 code real quick. This is probably, yeah. This is binary data. There's no custom binary data here. Whoever said that's custom binary is fucking stupid. There's no custom binary data. This is just waveform data, probably from the monitors. It's sending the waves of the shit back to it. Yeah, it's waveform. So this is most likely waveform. They are not sending China. Yeah, the default IP address is right here. This is the default HL7 IP address. China Education and Research Network. That's literally the default address. The manual literally says it as well. 0.120. This isn't the right manual. Here. The manual literally says it as well, right here. What do I do with the manual? Contact. That's 8123 user manual. Hang on, I'll show you the user manual. 0.120. The original default HL7 network is 202.114.4.210. Now, 202.114.4.2110 is located in Beijing, in China. Yeah, so the original HL7 network is right here. What do you mean go down? Input the server port. This is the default address for HL7. Are you talking about 115 or 119? Is this what you're talking about? Oh, 119. Yeah, you can edit 119. That's not a big deal. That's just the IP address that they get the information from. 120 is the data that they're sending back. HL7 is what they're sending back. HL7 data. So the HL7 data is right here. This is what it looks like. So if I turn this thing on right now, this motherfucker right here, right? Here, I'll turn it on right now. Watch. Right now, it's located at this server right here, okay? So if I turn this bitch on, it'll start sending data back to here. The original IP address, or the default IP address, I should say, is 202.114. That IP address is located in China, so they are sending data back to China, which it's research data, so you can still edit the IP address. I'm not saying you can't edit it, but you can still edit the IP address, but it is being sent back to China by default. Dude, I have the manual right fucking here. What page do you want me to go to? Page 28. Go to page 28. HL7 server configuration, IP 202. Here's the data being sent back to me right now. 114.4.20. Input the IP address. I'll show you where you edit it. Here, just chill. I'll show you what to do. So go to maintain, click the menu, go to maintain. This button right here, go to maintain. User key. The user key is 70808, right? Yeah, something like that. 70808. Okay. Now confirm. Now HL7 server config. By default, this is IP address 202.114.4.2120. As you can see, I changed it to my fucking IP address so that I can look at it. So by default, they are sending data back to China. But why? It doesn't really matter. This information isn't really vital to the user. You know what I mean? Isn't it vital? It isn't vital to people. This is more like data that you can take and train on. And especially since the username and shit is all default in here anyways, it's not, I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's weird that they're doing it by default, but you literally have to go into patient setup and change the patient information. So if I go here and I type MAL M A L, and then change bed number to 69 or some shit, it will send the data back to me. It'll stream it back. So I'm assuming this is just used for probably training. Now, as for the backdoor, I don't know shit about the backdoor. I haven't got that far yet. Let's change this to page 30. Alright. Dude, this isn't what we're talking about. The server IP is fixed, 202.114. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about HL7 data. They're streaming HL7 data back to 120. This IP address has nothing to do with HL7 data. This IP address is a server address. The CMS server address. That has nothing to do with HL7. This is HL7 data. The server address and the CMS address are different entities. That's not the same concept. Delete. Here, I'm gonna change them to def 420. Then we'll see if it streams it back. Okay. Save. Def 420. Yeah, it streams it back right here. Interesting. So I think what they're doing is they're just using it for training data, to be honest with you. That makes the most sense. So it is being streamed. By default, it's streamed back to China. That's a thing. That is really happening. But the only reason it's being streamed back to China is because nobody fucking changes the IP address. Right here in the config, HL7 server configuration, right here. So by default, HL7 data is streamed back to a Chinese IP address owned by... I am right. So why the fuck are you arguing with me? I know I'm right. I literally just showed you all of it. By... China Education Research Network. However, the data that is present by default is automatic. I don't know how to spell it clearly. Yeah, bro. The manual. I literally just fucking showed you the manual. What do you mean you're checking the manual? The manual is right fucking here. Right here. 120. It's right in front of you. Trust but verify. Yes, trust but verify. I get it. You're right. You're right. Sorry. Is automatically generated and does not correlate to a patient. So the data is anonymized by default. You are also able to change the server IP so that the data will send to another location, I guess. My assumption is that they are using data for training or using it as some sort of medical training info stuff. I don't really know. But by default, data is streamed back to China. So yeah, by default, stream back to China. That's really happening. That's a real thing. We proved that. That's cool and all, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's overhyped. Now for the backdoor, I don't know shit about the backdoor because we haven't done anything yet. So here's what the data looks like by default. It's HL7 data. Um, you can tell because this is the start of HL7 right here. And the reason it's streaming back like this, I know why. Let me fix that actually. Okay, data dot decode 8. Let's do 4096. Let's try that. Now let's restart. Oops. Oh my god. We're gonna save it to a file. Let's try that. I don't know if this will work or not. Let's find out. Alright, let's turn this motherfucker back on. So in the manual, it's page 28. And it should immediately start streaming data back to me. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. Yep, there we go. Alright. There's the data being streamed back. That's the actual... Yep, okay. I can't understand why Clarity didn't focus on it. I don't know. Because they're stupid, I guess. I don't know, man. People don't really focus on shit unless it really suits them at the time, you know what I mean? So now that we have this data, we're good. Let's turn this fucking thing off so it stops beeping at me. Jesus, shut the fuck up. Thank you. Okay, here's the patient data. PID, Def 420, yep. And OBX is... I don't know what OBX is, let's find out. OBX. Let's ask ChatGPT. What does this data mean? Okay. Let's get a full breakdown of the data. This is HL7 health system messages, but a structure format used by transmitting protocols, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Message header. Timestamp. Unsolicited observation report. HL7 2.4. Okay. Patient information. Patient ID. Gender male. Patient visit. Location 69. Nice. Order timestamp. The missing field suggests this is a diagnostic test or observation report. OBX segment represents a medical observation, typically lab results or monitoring data. Long encode string, likely a medical image or waveform. Value 5 times 1. Finalized result F. Okay. Likely another waveform, could be ECG or pulse. Okay. So it is sending real data. It's sending the data that it's getting from the fucking shit. Which is interesting. So, coded data. It's sending a real-time data. So it is real-time. Real-time medical data. But it's all anonymized by default because the username and the birth date and all that shit. Where is it? This shit is all done by default. I had to edit this in order to make it 420. And I had to edit this to make it the right patient code. Or right, to make it 69. So by default, it's all fucking done. And the only time it starts sending is if you have everything plugged in. Otherwise, it doesn't send it. An unsolicited observation report, R01. What does mean? Observation result unsolicited. Automatically without a prior request. New observation report. That's interesting. Yeah, so it's sending data, 100%. No fucking doubt about it. Here's the data it's sending. It'll send it back. It's an unsolicited observation, which means it's unsolicited. There's no, they didn't fucking tell you they were gonna do it. They don't need to, apparently, so. I think, I like that, I want to know what this is. That's what I want to know. I bet you it's just waveform, though. I'm pretty sure that's probably what it is. Yeah, that's a waveform. Okay, so it's just beats and wave data and formations, and it's 0x800 because there's no data in it. Because it's just there. Which one of them's a heart monitor? Okay, so let's try it with my heartbeat. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's put my heartbeat on here. Where's the fucking heartbeat monitor? There it is. Alright, we'll try it with my heartbeat and we'll see if it changes. And if it changes, it's real in-time streaming data, so... And then we'll figure it out from there. So you guys can see it. There we go. After it starts up, it'll take a second, and then it'll start streaming the shit back. It changed. See? OBX2 is the pulse measurement. Okay. Alright. Got pulse measurement. Now, patient data 2. And see if anything changed. PID, PVA. Yup, right there, pulse measurement. Alright. Interesting. What is this? That looks like a waveform. What is this? Interesting. CEEDA 940. The guided data appears to be a mix of control curves and variable text. That is data from a heart monitor. Here, let's try decoding this. Let's have them decode. I bet you exo B / T multiple times. Interesting. What is a pulse waveform? What's a pulse? How can I visualize the pulse waveform? I don't think CyberChef would be able to visualize it. It's a pulse waveform, so meaning it's a fucking line, basically. So, you know how the pulse goes up and down on the screen? That's what it is. See? So it's the pulse as you're going. It's actual fucking pulse data. There we go. So it's actually a pulse. That's pretty fucking cool. Okay, so it's, yeah. It's sending data back, so Sending my beats per minute, everything. It's just anonymous by default, but it's still my pulse. Extract the pulse waveform from this data and visualize it. My bad, ChatGPT. I didn't mean to break you. Let's do 3 of them. Extract the pulse waveform data from this HL7 Plex, right? And from Pleth. Do you know how many times? When it sends to the C2, it sends every second, every interval. So if okay, so here's the thing. Every time it's plugged in, it has to have everything plugged in. All these things have to be plugged in. If one of them is missing, it won't do it. So every time it's plugged in, yeah, I have to write that down. Give me a second. Data is sent back every second. It says it in the manual too. It says you can edit it in the manual, but you can't edit it. So set the frequency in seconds. By default, it's every 1 second. So every time everything's plugged in, it will start streaming the data back. And the data stream will be in real-time data, and then you can visualize it and do whatever the fuck you want with it, right? But the data, what I think is important is that by default, this data is anonymous. Like, in order to make this data not anonymous, I have to go into this machine and edit all the shit manually to make it not anonymous, which is annoying as fuck, and I'm not going to do that, right? So by default, I think it's anonymous. There's the waveform. There you go. So, China stealing your shit, bro. I don't think it's as big of a deal as they made it out to be. And I want to see the back door next, but I don't. It is definitely doing what they're saying it's doing. And I'll wipe my hands from that. Yep, it's definitely doing exactly what they're saying it's doing. It's definitely sending data back. It's definitely got information that it's sending. It sends HL7 data. I can edit the config in the C2. And I wouldn't necessarily call it a C2. I'd just call it a server that accepts the data. So, and here is the IP address in case I didn't show you yet. There's the IP address of the original server that it's sending to. Which I don't even think this server's online. Let's find out. Fuck. Well, I don't think it's online. I don't know. There's nothing bad about it. It's just a Chinese education and research network. So the real question is 511. I'm using port 511. You can edit the port on whatever you want. Just go into the HL7 config and you can edit the port here. By default, the port is 511 by default. So by default, the port is 511. But yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. It is sending data. There's patient data. But it's anonymized as well, so. Let me. Sample of patient data. Example of heartbeat. Waveform reconstructed from the patient data. Where is it? Pulse waveform, my bad. Sample of pulse wave form reconstruction of the patient data. It's pretty cool. So, what else can they get? They could get everything, really. They could get whatever the fuck they want. And the pulse is every fucking second. See, so here's the timestamps. Every second. Every second. This one was done before a second was up. About every second is when it's sending, it looks like. Yeah, okay, so that's it for today, everybody. We got quite a bit done. We learned a lot. And, yeah. So, when I get the adapters and shit for my stuff, we will pull the fucking firmware off of it and see what we can do with that. Figure out if we can. I really want to find the fucking ID, the factory entry ID. So we'll try to find that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Deuces.